Okay, so the Euphoria special episodes come out literally tomorrow at midnight. I cannot fucking contain myself. I'm totally honest, I can't, because it went from Sunday to tomorrow and I don't know what to do. I don't know, but I did for sure know that I want to do a prediction video because I just want to know if the theories that I've been sitting on for months now are accurate. Because we're definitely going to find out tomorrow, and there's a couple theories out there, and I know a few of them are going to be put to rest for sure. So yeah, I just kind of want to do that, and there's a very bold stance I want to take, so I mean, might as well. But we did get the teaser for the new episode, and oh my god, we know it's going to be emotional. Like, we going to be crying, y'all. That's all that there is to it. We going to be fucking crying. But I mean, I think we all were prepared for that. We're ready. It's whatever. But the teaser starts off with like a little montage reminding us what happened last season, because that was fucking last year. But yeah, a little montage, and Rue is in like a diner, and we see Ali, her sponsor, come in, and he's like, "Rue, why'd you call me?" So boom, there it is. We know that that's the case, that's the situation. But there's a couple things that you can take from that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have different perspectives on what they think about that. I know what I think, but like, I don't know, man. Like, okay, look, here's my thing. Here's my prediction. Here we go. Number one, there are a few theories about what actually happened at the end of last season. Some people saw what they saw and said, okay, Jules left, Rue went back home, she relapsed. Then there's another theory that the part where we saw her walking on the street crying is the actual end of the season, and the part where she, essentially what everybody assumes relapses is actually just like a promotional part of the show to promote All For Us, because it was a big song with Zendaya and Labyrinth. Like, that's the fucking jam. So, why not promote it? It's something different, whatever. That's what Euphoria is about. So my bold stance that I kind of want to take is, I kind of believe that second theory, that she actually didn't do drugs. Because to me, the whole thing of her relapsing, like, I think they did that on purpose. Because if you like me, you're a fucking crybaby. You saw that and you like bawled your eyes out because you were like, bro, you were doing so good. You were doing so fucking good. And then you realize, oh, well, I mean, was she really doing good because she was really dependent on Jules in the first place? Whatever. But that's the whole, we're not going to get all into that. But yeah, that's the thing. So I think they intended for that. But, they're going to hit us with a surprise. Like, surprise, bitches. She didn't actually relapse. Our girl is good. Whatever. So yeah, I think she didn't really go back to drugs. And I think that's why she called Ali. And there's, it's just like a couple reasons why I believe that. One, the first time we saw her call Ali is because she had literally no other option. She tried to do drugs, couldn't do that. Didn't have Jules. Well, she thought she didn't have Jules because she made a move and it was all awkward and shit. And you know how you do when you overthink. That's what she did, and she felt helpless. She had no way to fill that hole in her heart, or whatever, in her soul, whatever the fuck you want to say. So there's that. And then, to me, if she did relapse, I don't see her having a moment of clarity so quickly to where she's like, oh yeah, let me relapse real quick. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Let me call Ali. No, because I think everybody can reasonably say from what we saw in the first season, when Rue's on drugs, she kind of has that I don't give a fuck attitude. So I think if she did relapse, she would just go down a spiral of, just bad behaviors and not giving a fuck. For sure not giving a fuck enough to call Ali. The fuck? No, definitely not. So that's just what I think. But the only thing that kind of keeps me from thinking that is it just seemed like the perfect storm. Everything that happened in the last season, like as far as Rue's mom not being at home and everything, it just seemed like, of course she would be able to do drugs. Nobody was at home. Jules left. Yeah, she had all the opportunity. So I mean, and also the fact that Ali was like, why'd you call me? That question, it like halfway makes me think, damn, she called him because she did it again, or she called him because she was tempted to and she wants to talk to him about it. Because we think about it, he was the only one that she really confided in when it came to Jules, and he was the one that kind of, other than Nate, kind of knocked some reality into her head, like, you know, this is a high school relationship. At the end of the day, it's not going to be forever like you think it is. But I mean, I will say this, I have faith in Rue. I think we're going to see her make progress. I mean, it's not going to be all sunshines and rainbows and shit. Like, she's going to be sad probably for like 2 weeks or, you know, a couple days or whatever, then call Ali. But I have faith in Rue. Am I crazy? Fuck no. I mean, think about it. What kind of character development would that be if we go this whole season and then Rue was just like, fuck it, I'm about to go back doing drugs, I'm an addict, fuck y'all. No, she has to have some type of character development, and I think we are gonna see her be at her absolute rock bottom. Jules is not there, and she's not turning to drugs. We're gonna see her progress a little bit, make the right choices. Cause I mean, like I said, if she relapsed, I don't think she would go like, okay, yeah, let me call Ali, I fucked up. No. So I think we see a little bit more maturity from Rue. And that's just how I feel. I mean, now that I said it out loud, it's not as bold as I thought it was, now that I think about it. But I feel like a lot more people will be like, yeah, no, she definitely relapsed. I don't know, it could be either one, but based off everything I see like on Twitter and, you know, what everybody thinks, most people think that she relapses, and I just don't think so. Yeah. And the next prediction is a little out there to me. Like, it's a little like, okay, now you're kind of pushing it with the fucking theories now. But basically, I think that it is entirely possible that after Rue talked to Nate outside the winter formal, she set Jules up to leave, knowing that she was going to go with her because she knew it wasn't safe for Jules to stay in the town, and just to force her out of the situation. I know, boo me, I fucking suck, boo, I know. But I think that's possible. And even Jules knew it to an extent, which is, okay, let me go on a tangent real quick. People, y'all be bashing Jules for no fucking reason. Y'all be calling her selfish. I don't think she was selfish, because at the end of the day, you have to realize she was being blackmailed. So I think that if take away the blackmail, it would be no reason for her to leave in the first place. But if we take away the blackmail for a split second, I don't see her leaving Rue like that, unless she felt so fucking miserable to where she couldn't wait to graduate to go to the city. I don't think so. No, so let's stop calling her selfish, because that's just not there. I think they both knew that this was just a bad situation waiting to blow up in everybody's faces, whether it's because of Maddie, whether it's because of Tyler, whoever it is. That situation is not gonna just go away, and Jules is the most innocent person involved, because she has literally nothing to do with it other than Tyler. And you might argue more Tyler because he's the one actually catching charges and shit, but you know, that's the thing. I think they both kind of knew, and I think Rue kind of just pushed her to that, you know, thing. And you can, even if that's not the case, I think it was like a self-sabotage type of thing, because like I said, Rue kind of confided in Ali about Jules, and he basically told her, like, you need to prepare for her to forget you after fucking high school, because high school is not the rest of your life. And Nate pretty much said the same fucking thing to her, and I think it might have been like a self-sabotage thing, like, shit, well, if she's gonna go, I might as well push her away, or, you know, make it happen myself, be prepared for it, or, you know what I'm trying to say. And it probably wasn't a completely conscious thing, but, you know, y'all know how self-sabotage works. I don't have to explain it. Oh, hopefully not. But this is just really one of those bold takes, because it did seem like Rue genuinely changed her mind. I could play devil's advocate and just say, well, that could be her realizing she's coming closer to letting Jules go, and that's, you know, that's her heart. But no, reasonable people, and like I said, this is a bold ass take, like bold. But, you know, it would be reasonable to say, no, I think she did plan on going with her and she literally changed her mind. I think that's possible, but I don't know, you have to consider all avenues, because the fact that she didn't say anything to Jules in that last little scene, it was just kind of like, damn, what's that book? I can't remember if Lenny was the one that died or whatever, but, you know, his brother or whatever had to shoot him because he accidentally killed that girl. Damn, I don't know what book it was. I'm not about to sit here and, you know, get a headache trying to remember, but you know what I mean. It's like you have to do that mercy kill. It hurts. That's kind of, when you look at it from that perspective, you can't tell me it doesn't kind of look like that from Rue. Like, she's like, bro, I'm sorry, we just have to do this, we have to, you know. So I don't know, but I mean, these are just things that I think will be answered in the first episode. Well, this first special episode. There's one tomorrow at midnight, and then there's one in January for who I'm assuming is Jules, and then I'll do another prediction video after I'm able to watch this episode and, you know, come up with my predictions for Jules's part. I think Jules's part will be harder to kind of guess, but we'll see the format of this special episode and see how it goes and all that. You know how it works. But yeah, but I also do just want to add real quick, if the theory about Rue intentionally sending Jules off is true, then I think that just backs up the original theory that Rue had enough willpower to not relapse and actually call Ali. Because, like, you mean to tell me, right, you are in love with this girl, you ask her if she's in love with someone else, she says yes, and you're still in love with her, and you had enough strength to let go of your literal source of happiness and let her leave town without you? Yeah, you definitely have enough willpower to not relapse. Like, that had to be very, very rough on Rue. And I think it would be different if Jules just one day decided she didn't want to fuck with Rue, and, you know, they just like, she just ghosts her or something. Then yeah, like, Rue would be dealing with a whole lot of heartbreak and she would relapse. But that's not the case. They're just kind of caught in this fucked up situation. Their relationship is okay. You know, it's as okay as Rue wants it to be. Whatever Rue is wanting to deal with for the sake of having Jules, that's what she's going to deal with, and they're going to be okay. So it's like their relationship, they could be together if they wanted to, but they're just in this really fucked up situation with Nate. So it's like, damn, okay, we just gotta bite the bullet on this, spend a little time away from each other, come up with a plan, and kill Nate.
Doing it all for our son, doing it all for love. And they all lived happily ever after. And they all lived happily. And they all lived